Morning, Peter.
Good morning.
It's good to see everyone. It is a very rainy day today. There goes our train. Helps us stay focused in our meditation practice. Good morning, Han and Rainey. Oh, and Catherine. Hi. It's good to see you.
Hello, Linda.
Hey, everybody. Good morning.
Good morning. Hi, Hane. Good morning. How are you? Hi, Hane.
I don't look.
Are you doing well?
I'm so happy to see you.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
I don't look very good. I have a swollen eye.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I see that it's swollen. So for those of you either online or here in the Gampa with us, we have 2 outreach opportunities that are being hosted by our outreach folks here, Elise Strevel and others. And so one I have mentioned before, where we are taking a collection for brand new, in the package, socks and underwear, for boys and girls, all sizes, as well as men and women, all sizes. And those donations can be dropped off anytime. The building doesn't have to be open. No one has to be here because there's a bin just outside the front doors there where you can place your items. And then also, there's another opportunity where we're partnering with Habitat for Humanity. And they are building an interfaith wall, and there's 2 more spots left, okay? And so it says Habitat Warehouse in Garner. It's indoors, so it's rain or shine. Let's see. Oh, skill requirement, none. That's good. But you can hand someone tools or you can use them. And you sign up by seeing our This Week, which is the email newsletter that comes out every week, typically around like on Fridays. And if you're not sure about that, go to the website, kadampa-center.org, and sign up to receive that newsletter. It's very handy. And that is Saturday, March 11th. Almost forgot to say what date it is. Again, there's only 2 spots left. I haven't ever done this before, but I heard it's quite fun. So you're actually physically helping to do something.
Linda?
Yes, Bob.
I did that once here
Yes.
in town in Winston. And what people are doing is building prefab walls.
Okay, thank you. I didn't know.
There's a process. Everybody gets a certain job. It's very easy to do.
Awesome. Yeah, it says Kadampa Center Outreach announces the opportunity for you to work along with people of many faiths to create housing for people in need. Sign up soon if you want to join in, because again, there's only 2 spots left. So thank you, Bob, for that perspective, since I haven't done it before. Oh, no. It is raining so bad that we have a leak in our ceiling in the Gampa. Maybe it's an old stain. We're getting it checked out. So bear with us. Hi, Susie. Hi, Meg. Hi, Megan. I think I've said hi to everyone else. So everyone who is online on Zoom or YouTube, we're going to be delayed just a couple minutes. We have a little leak. Hopefully it's little in the Gampa ceiling. Yeah, so to answer your or to respond to your comment, Rainey, they're checking to see if the stains are wet or not, and apparently one of them was wet. Bummer. There's always something. Okay.
All right. Am I live? Yes. Okay, good. Good morning, everyone. Now that we've gotten our drama out of the way, we can start settling into some meditation. But let's start with some prostrations first. And the purpose of and this is voluntary, optional. The reason we do prostrations before spiritual practice is as an antidote to arrogance. It's not devotional. It's just for our own minds. And we'll, if you wish to, we can say a multiplying mantra that increases the merit. And it is Om Namo Manjushriye, Namo Sushriye, Namo Uttama Shriye Soha. Okay. We there? I feel awfully loud. Yeah. Okay. So let's start with our Sunday prayers. We'll begin with the Shakyamuni Buddha mantra, which is on page 34 in the Gold Prayer Book. Tayata mune mune maha munaye soha. Tayata mune mune maha munaye soha. Tayata mune mune maha munaye soha. And now on the same page, the Medicine Buddha stanza and mantra. Bhagawan with equal compassion for all, whose name, when merely heard, dispels the suffering of the lower realms, dispeller of disease and the three poisons, I prostrate to Medicine Buddha Lapis Light. Jayata Om Bekanse, Maha Bekanse, Raja Samudgate Soha. 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 And then the four immeasurables, also on page 34. And a lot of times we say this 3 times, but today let's say it 1 time, but we'll pause after each line just to think about what we're saying. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. See, the train agrees. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. Okay, and then in the Gold Prayer Book, go to page 37, and we'll say the Chenrezig verse of praise and mantra. Not veiled by any fault, white in color, whose head a perfect Buddha crowns in light, gazing compassionately at all beings, to you, Chenrezig, all-seeing one, I prostrate. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. And the Tara verse of praise and mantra. Tare liberates from psychic existence. Tu Tare liberates from the 8 fears. Ture liberates from all sickness. I prostrate to the liberator, Mother Tara. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha. 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 And taking refuge in generating bodhicitta. And just for fun, let's say this once in English and chant it twice in Tibetan, just so we remember how to do that. I go for refuge until I am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merits I create through listening to the Dharma, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Sangye chudang soki chok nam la, jang chu bardu dagni kyab suchi, dagi jin sogi pe sonamgi, drola pinchir sangye drupar shog. Sangye chudang soki chok nam la, jang chu bardu dagni kyab suchi, dagi chunyengi pe sonamgi, drola pinchir sangye drupar shog. All right. I don't think I introduced myself. Most of you know me. I'm Donna Seese. I'm the co-spiritual program coordinator here at Kadampa Center. So today we're going to do a couple of compassion meditations. The first one is one of my favorites. It's self-Tonglen meditation. It's from the Tibetan Book of Living and Dying by Sogyal Rinpoche. I was going to find a copy out here, but in all the drama, I didn't. But it's a really lovely meditation. And Tonglen is a practice of giving and taking. It's taking on the suffering of others and giving them our happiness, well-being, and peace of mind. And we do that using our breath. Geshe Gelik says that in Tonglen, we give out of our own sense of loving kindness, and we take others' suffering out of compassion. And of course, doing this practice, we're not actually taking on the suffering of others, but in our minds, we're doing this. So if you're doing Tonglen for someone who has cancer, it's not going to give you cancer, but you're trying to experience their suffering as a means of vanquishing our own self-cherishing. So Sogyal Rinpoche says, I know from my own experience how hard it is to imagine taking on the sufferings of others, and especially of sick and dying people, without first building in yourself a strength and confidence of compassion. It is this strength and confidence that will give your practice power. This is why I always recommend that you begin the Tonglen practice by first practicing it on yourself. Before you send out love and compassion to others, you uncover, deepen, create, and strengthen them in yourself, and heal yourself of any reticence or distress or anger or fear that might create an obstacle to practicing Tonglen wholeheartedly. So let's just take a moment before we start the guided meditation and just breathe for a couple minutes just to bring ourselves more deeply into the room. Okay, let's begin the meditation. For the purpose of this meditation, divide yourself into two aspects, A and B. A is the aspect of you that is whole, compassionate, warm, and loving, like a true friend, really willing to be there for you, responsive and open to you, without ever judging you, whatever your faults or shortcomings. B is the aspect of you that has been hurt, that feels misunderstood and frustrated, bitter or angry, who might have been, for example, unjustly treated or abused as a child, who has suffered in relationships or been wronged by society. Now, as you breathe in, imagine that A opens his or her heart completely and warmly and compassionately accepts and embraces all of B's suffering and negativity and pain and hurt. We'll just take a moment to sit with that. Moved by this, B opens his or her heart, and all pain and suffering melt away in this compassionate embrace. Then, as you breathe out, imagine A sending out to B all his or her healing love, warmth, trust, comfort, confidence, happiness, and joy. Take some time to really experience this. Breathing in, A takes on all of B's suffering, pain, and negativity, and B feels it all melt away. Breathing out, A sends to B love, warmth, trust, comfort, and happiness. Breathing in, A takes on all of B's suffering, pain, and negativity, and B feels it all melt away. Breathing out, A sends to B healing love, warmth, trust, comfort, and happiness. Now let's take this a step further. Remember vividly a situation where you have acted badly, one about which you feel guilty and which you wince to even think about. So give yourself some time to bring that to mind. Then, as you breathe in, accept total responsibility for your actions in that situation, without in any way trying to justify your behavior. Acknowledge exactly what you have done wrong and wholeheartedly ask for forgiveness. Now, as you breathe out, send out reconciliation, forgiveness, healing, and understanding. Breathing in total responsibility for your actions. Breathing out reconciliation, forgiveness, and healing. So we're breathing in blame and breathing out the undoing of harm. Breathing in responsibility, breathing out healing, forgiveness, and reconciliation. And now we can just gently return to the room. And Sogyal Rinpoche says this exercise is particularly powerful and may give us the courage to go see the person we've wronged and the strength and willingness to talk to them directly and actually ask for forgiveness from the depths of our heart. And now we'll do another meditation on compassion, and that's from this book, How to Meditate by Kathleen MacDonald. This is a great resource. So let's just take a couple of breaths to recenter our minds. Imagine that all of space is filled with beings sitting around you and extending beyond the horizon. Every kind of being, as far as you can see. Contemplate their suffering. First, think of the suffering of your parents and the other people you are close to, your children, your friends. Open your heart to the physical and psychological problems they are experiencing, and think that just like you, they want to be free of all suffering. Feel how wonderful it would be if they were free and could enjoy the peace and bliss of enlightenment. Now think of the people you do not like or who have hurt you. Imagine their suffering, physical pain and discomfort, feelings of loneliness, insecurity, fear, dissatisfaction. Just like you, they don't want problems, but they have no choice. As long as the mind is confused and ignorant of reality, it cannot find peace. Open your heart to these people for whom you normally feel irritation or anger. Now expand your awareness to take in the troubles and pain of other human beings and animals. Whoever has an uncontrolled mind necessarily has suffering. Such a clear example right now of the victims of the earthquake in Turkey and Syria. But don't be overwhelmed by all of this. Remembering that suffering, unhappiness, and pain are mental experiences, impermanent and changeable. They arise because of misunderstanding and confused emotions. And once their causes have been eliminated, they disappear. It is a matter of each one of us working on our own minds, dealing with our misconceptions and negative energy, and gradually developing a correct understanding of the way things actually exist. Feel strongly the aspiration to do this yourself. Develop that correct understanding so that you can help others to be free of their suffering. So just take a moment or two to generate that aspiration. Now visualize just above your head and facing the same way as you, Avalokiteshvara Chenrezig, the manifestation of pure, unobstructed compassion, love, and wisdom. His body is of bright white light, transparent and radiant. Try to feel his living presence. His face is peaceful and smiling. And he radiates his love to you and to all the beings surrounding you. He has 4 arms. His first 2 hands are together at his heart and hold a jewel that fulfills all wishes. His second 2 arms are raised to the level of his shoulders. The right one holds a crystal mala and the left a white lotus. He is sitting on a white moon disk upon an open lotus, his legs crossed in the full lotus position. He wears exquisite silk and precious jewels. Hold your awareness on this image until it is stable. Stay relaxed and comfortable and open to Chenrezig's serene and loving energy. Now, make a prayer or wish from your heart to overcome your misconceptions and negative energy and to develop pure love and compassion for all beings. Feel that you are connecting with your own true nature, your highest potential. In response to your wish, Avalokiteshvara lovingly sends streams of white light filling every cell and atom of your body. The light purifies all your negativities and problems, all your past harmful actions, and your potential to give harm in the future, and completely fills you with his limitless love and compassion. Your body feels light and blissful, your mind peaceful and clear. Now the light from Avalokiteshvara radiates out beyond you to every living being, everyone surrounding you to the horizon and beyond, purifying their negative energy and filling them with bliss. Now, while concentrating on this image, let's chant the Mani mantra. We'll say it aloud 7 times and then go on chanting silently for a while. And I'll chant the last one aloud to complete the chanting. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani. Padme. Om Mani Padme Hum. Now visualize Avalokiteshvara dissolving into white light. The light flows down through the crown of your head and reaches your heart center. Your mind merges indistinguishably with Avalokiteshvara's, and you experience complete tranquility and bliss. Hold this feeling of bliss. When your normal, mundane sense of self starts to creep in, the I that is bored, restless, or hungry, remember this is not your real self. Bring your attention again to the experience of being one with Avalokita's qualities of infinite love and compassion. And we'll come gently back into the room. So before we say our dedication prayers, I think it has stopped raining. And if there are a couple of strong volunteers who could stay after for just a couple of minutes, next week we're going to be doing our Losar Tibetan New Year celebration next week here. And so we want to try to move the tall throne in here for that celebration. But if it starts to rain, we'll just won't do it. Okay, so let's say the dedication verses. Oh, I think, yeah, Sandy needs to make an announcement also.
Hello, good morning. I just wanted to make a quick reminder announcement that we're in the middle of our annual appeal. We're a little bit late getting it out this year, but that's okay. We've all been doing quite a bit. It's been a crazy busy year. For those of you that are in the building, you can see some of the renovations that we've got going on today. So it's another reminder that the annual appeal helps us keep up our building, helps us continue to offer the teachings free of charge to everybody. So if you've not had a chance to set your annual appeal for this year, you can go online at cadapacenter.org to do it, or you can also pick up an annual appeal package right outside the door, and that will help you to walk through it. And if you've got any questions, I'm out here just to ask. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we're going to say the dedication verses from Master Shantideva's Bodhicharyavatara, and in the Gold Prayer Book, that's on page 246. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain a notion of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness, and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may these never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. And now if you'll go to page 244, we'll say the long life prayer for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All-powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. And then on the facing page for Khyentse Rinpoche, the one who mastered his speech at a very young age, the one with great patience who received the name Avatari, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa on bliss and void, Lama, ornament of the yellow hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. And then back to page 244 for the long life prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche. You who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjanath's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplish magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please, please live long. And then 7 green Tara mantras for our Geshe's long, happy, healthy lives. Om Tari Tu Re So Ha. 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 Thank you all so much.
Thank you all.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, Donna Seese.
Thank you.
Y'all have a great week.